with lots of things that they need to do, actually nothing gets done. So putting it back in their court that they can choose one thing that they can work on really well, have a finite time, kind of time frame to follow up with them about that. And down the bottom you can also indicate when you've talked to them about green prescription, whether you've referred to green prescription as well too. So just some reminders around the language that we use as providers out there. It's really useful to be saying things like wear, flare and repair, not using degenerative, not using everything's bone on bone, or you've got knees of an 80-year-old when you're only a 50-year-old, Things like that are really unhelpful to patients. I think there are lots of things that can be done for patients with musculoskeletal conditions, and actually they can be quite short-term and succinct in terms of the results for them. And these are some top three, these are evidence-based top three statements, I guess, from this article back in 2015 as well, around things that you can say to a patient that can actually help them on their journey to managing their musculoskeletal condition better. And just a reminder, we looked at the NICE 2015 guidelines, and if you look at all of these, MAPS fits nicely into these. We've heard tonight about scoring tools, and actually if we look at Statement 8, we're not following best practice from an international guideline perspective, so be aware of this, be aware that the fact that sometimes we do things because we're told to, but sometimes those processes or informed is not necessarily the right thing for our patients. So just taking home messages for you is that obviously we've tried to base our MAPS in Northern around international evidence and around those NICE guidelines for osteoarthritis. It really is a timely, low cost and accessible patient-centred program within our communities, which is closer to home for patients for their musculoskeletal condition. And we know if we look at hospital data, Māori are inequitably represented, whereas in our MAPS data currently they're equitably represented. And we need to be pushing as a cohort in primary care that funding does need to be reprioritised, and this program needs to be funded in an ongoing way to increase prevention and an integrated approach to management of musculoskeletal programs rather than relying on secondary costly interventions. Thank you.